about housing. Has our Tory administration used the last Council business item to talk about their record in power? Have they used it to talk about their plans for the future? No, I wonder why. What part of the record are they ashamed of? Wasting £11 million on a botched project to build the Aerodrome Road Bridge, guaranteeing £27.4 million of council taxpayers' money and failing Icelandic banks. We still haven't got all the money back. Mass privatisation of frontline services without consulting residents properly. Losing £3 million in High Court battles since 2011. Enough to pay for this year's council tax reduction and indeed the same amount covering the service cuts. Under the Tories, Barnet is better known for going to court with its residents than listening to them. Millions spent every year on consultants while cutting local services and making hundreds of staff redundant. And that's not the half of it. Hiking parking charges up by 300% in 1 year, and of course who could forget hiking up councils' allowances just after the 2010 elections. No wonder they want to talk about something else. This is the second debate in a few months about George Osborne. As I said in January, he's missed practically every economic target he's ever set. What a wasted 4 years. Obama's America has followed a different path to Europe's slash and burn austerity and has weathered it and come out of the recession far stronger. As the IMF agreed, US deficit and debt cleared and another year's growth at 2.8%, 3% next year. The US did not suffer a double-dip recession like we did. The British Chamber of Commerce Chief Economist David Kern has just warned that the UK's recent economic growth might be short-term. As the IMF has pointed out, our business investment and our economic performance is still disappointing. Our export performance is still disappointing. Londoners are worse off by over £3,000 on average, and wages will have fallen by 5.6% by the end of the Parliament, while residents struggle with cost of living prices. Energy bills up £300 since the election. The personal allowance rise is welcome, but what about all the 2024 Tory tax rises? And what about the tax cut for those earning over £150,000? It's been the slowest recovery for 100 years, and Osborne is forecast to borrow over £190 billion more than planned. We only look good because blatantly we've started spending again on infrastructure, and because Europe followed and is still following an even harsher austerity path. Barnet Labour welcomed the mention of regeneration at Brentford and Graham Park. We need to see the detail, but a long-last recognition that Barnet has the greatest scope for regeneration in London outside the Thames Gateway. Why is it taking so long? How will the administration deal with current tenants and residents living on the regeneration estates? How will we protect green spaces? How will we maximise the percentage of new homes built that are affordable? This investment is welcome, but who will Barnet's residents trust to get the best deal on affordable homes? Not the current administration, given their past track record of getting decent percentages agreed by developers. Neighbouring boroughs can get better deals, why can't we? With more public money being invested, we must demand that developers step up to the mark. The fact that we are discussing George Osborne again shows how desperate this administration is to run away from its record, and how it has run out of things to say about Barnet's future. We need a Labour Council and a Labour government